Alright guys, properties of logarithmic functions, and we're combining all the rules together. So whenever given uh, such as problem number 1, log base a of 6x y to the fifth z to the fourth. I want to rewrite that. So what we'll do, since you know each of the properties, each of the rules, I would like for you to pause the video and see if you can work each one of these, and let's compare answers. Hopefully we get the same thing. So pause the video and let's see what you get. Alright, so for the first one, there's multiplication going on in here, so I know I'm going to product rule. I'm going to have a series of sums, log base a plus log base a, blah blah blah, and then I also have powers here, so I have to use or the power rule also. So let's start. Log base a 6 plus log base a of x plus log base a of y to the fifth plus log base a z to the fourth. And see, I would have probably just done this in one step. I would have already done my power rule also. 5 log base a y plus 4 log base a z. There's my answer. For the next one, what I would do is whenever I work with exponents, I never use square roots or cube roots. I always use just the fractional power. So I would rewrite this as log of r cubed t to the 1/3 power. Or sorry, whoops, to the 1/3 to the 1/2 power. And then I would go ahead and get rid of that 1/2 by doing the exponent rule. So what that actually turns into, and I'll write it down here, that turns into, remember, a power to a power, I multiply them. So 3 times 1/2 is 3/2, and 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. So now once I do that, I have everything set up. And I'll just do this in one step. I know that I have my product rule with r and t, and I'll go ahead and throw in my power rule whenever I do it. So I have 3/2 times the log of r plus 1/2 times the log of t. So I just went ahead and did both of them at once. Alright, so now we're really mixing it up. I have some power rules, I have some product rules, and then I have the quotient rule. I'm going to go ahead and do the quotient rule first. What I will say is the log of b, p squared q to the fifth, minus, I'm going to bracket that in, the log, of log base b of m to the fourth, b to the ninth. Now I will do my product and my powers at once. So I'm going to have 2 log base b of p plus 5 log base b of q minus, and it's going to be minus all of this once I write it out. Whoops. Well, I'll go ahead and use that. 4, there's my 4, log base b of m plus 9 log base b of b. Well, this right here is 1, and I'm going to have to distribute that negative. So final answer, again, I have a square root, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to rewrite that as log base A of, and this is, I'll write it out instead of just doing it, of 1/2. So I have powers to a power. So that means I take 6 times 1/2, 5 times 1/2, 8 times 1/2. So what I end up with is log base A of x to the third over p to the 5/2 q to the fourth. I'll go ahead and do my quotient rule first. So this turns into log base A x to the third minus log base A p to the 5/2 q to the fourth. And product and power rules, I'll do it in as one. So 5/2 log base A p, and I'm going to go ahead and put in a minus sign. Even though there's addition, I'm distributing my minus sign as I do it. So I'm taking all of this in one step. 4 log base A q. And that is working with your combined rules for your logarithmic properties. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that we ended up with the same answers. If we did not, hopefully I didn't make a mistake. But if you did make a mistake, if you were able to see your mistake, then that's what learning is about. I ask that you watch your publisher's videos. Please critically think and structure your homework when you're working it. Make sure you memorize these formulas. It makes it so much easier whenever you work through them. And good luck on the rest of your homework.